right, y'all. Welcome to Shooting the Shit with Rhonda and T. Tonight we are reviewing Love and Marriage DC Season 2, Episode 1. But before we start, I'm going to say, because D said that I'm ruining his time. He's trying to play Madden. He ain't got time.
We're going to have to dock his paycheck.
Y'all go ahead. Smash. He said let Rhonda do it. But he's down there telling
He's still trying to regulate.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all, we'll go ahead and smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel, and make sure you share it with your people.
All right, y'all. Child, we start off this episode talking about Chris and Monique saying the split rumors, okay? And her confirming not splitting up. But first, what they did was they showed Carlos asking them on the reunion. Monique, what they had said was that you was out there trying to bring Chris on the show just so you can embarrass him and then set up the divorce. And now they fast forward to her saying, oh no, that's not true. I love my husband. And they fast forward to them talking about they split. So I don't know, girl. I don't know, whatever. I didn't think
word on
the
the street,
but
the word on the street is that they tried to get some more money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, started that rumor to get some more money. I don't know about that. Do they really need money?
No. Well, so they asked Quicksilver about it on his show. And he claimed he ain't know they was gonna ask him that. I was like, yeah, right, quick. They just had a whole
I mean, honestly, it only makes sense. Y'all was ready to do, season 2 and stuff, and then you weren't. So it only makes sense that they kind of wrap that shit up. And in real life, he's on a radio show. They would ask him. That's how it would go. You know what I'm saying? So what's up with that? So,
He knew. He just felt like he had to say something. He a liar. So, but he said he ain't talked to him, so he don't believe it. Because he ain't heard it come out of nobody's mouth.
I mean, I would agree with that. We hear a lot of stuff on the internet. Something is going on though.
Well, she said they were split up. They were living separate. That came out of her mouth. So, but they was working on their marriage, okay?
I'm not finna leave my husband to go stay somewhere else. Once I start doing that, then.
Meanwhile, Arena is visiting Ashley's house, okay? Ashley said they are creating this friendship. Not a friend. She said a friendship.
Why does Ashley feel like somebody needs to pledge to be her friend? Her sourpuss ass.
Well, she said she don't get the D. She said she don't get the D. She said she don't get it from me and she ain't getting it from Jamie. And I was like, that's real cold that you put that out there like that.
This is why you don't go to couples therapy with your friend group. That ain't your real friend.
I was like, I'll call for that.
I mean, okay, I get it. There's levels to it, but I'm not gonna mess with you no more if I'm thinking we cool and you out here talking about she a friend but not the D, because that girl, then you're not my friend.
No. And clearly they not, because they're gonna get into it. So Ashley and Monique, Ashley and Arena talked about Monique and Chris' situation. So Arena was like, they ain't living together, they separated, they both doing them. Now I don't know what both doing them mean. Did y'all see them doing them? Because that's too much right there. I was like, we ain't know all that, but okay. Ashley was like, their house big enough where they could be in 2 different wings and they ain't even got to see each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, I mean, when you feeling tension and you got to walk past somebody in the same house, I get it. I mean, they have 4 homes, but when you get to the point where y'all can't communicate and you moving out, like that's a big deal. And y'all got 4 kids.
Yeah.
Maybe she felt like he don't appreciate her. Look, when I came there, how long was I there? For 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
I came back home and he was like, "You've been gone for 3 weeks." And I'm like, 3 weeks? It was just 4 days. But when I'm not here, then you realize like
So
how
did she
much
tell you she moved back in?
Who? Monique?
Uh-huh.
Did she?
That's what I'm asking.
I don't know. I don't know what those people are doing. Moving out, moving in. I don't know why these things have to be formal announcements made on the internet.
Like you said, unless it was because she thought she would get more money. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe, like, she thinks she was, nobody misses her though. And I always like Monique, but nobody misses her. Everybody's like, all right, well.
Because she didn't bring what we thought she was going to bring. It was disappointed to me.
Yeah, she was trying to
Last season.
orchestrate this whole, I don't
Yeah.
know, Wusa African experience that we,
Yeah. Yeah. It didn't work. So they talk about Quick real quick. Where's Quick quits at work? Quick is working more than he was before. So that whole we go on vacation more than anybody, all that went off the door. Quit working more than he was the last time we seen him.
Who's surprised by that? Who thought that was gonna be who?
Ashley said at this point she tired of arguing about it. I agree, because I'm tired too, Ashley.
So then what you gonna do? This is why she's so cranky. Like, and if Quick is doing all that, look like, what's her name, Raina?
Mm-hmm.
Raina ain't the only one not getting a D. If he ain't never there.
You said he ain't there.
And the little snicker be tired, don't he?
The little snicker. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, you got Jamie and Quit talking. Did we know Jamie was a police?
I think we found out like at the reunion.
Did we?
Mm-hmm.
So he's retiring from the police force. He's retired now. He been, doing that 25 years. And they let us know. It's crazy though, because I'm like, dang. Little Jamie been in all this mess and his daddy been a cop the whole time. I guess it's kind of like that PK, how PK's got the worst kids. Cause I was like, dang, Jamie, little Jamie, you would think you would be out of trouble or whatever, but they say he been in trouble for a long time. So
it's so weird to me though that he's been a cop for 25 years.
He acts like a cop now. That makes sense.
He acts like a cop. I don't know how you, like, anybody that knows me knows what I do because I've been doing it for more than 25 years. So I don't see how you could go through your life like and not talk about it at all. Like, how did Quick not know at all? Like, that means you and Jamie ain't had no real conversation.
Nope.
Why would you keep that a secret? That's weird to me.
So all he knew was DJ Jamie?
Daddy. What's his name? Little Jamie, your dad's a cop. What are you doing?
That's what I'm like. What in the world?
What are you doing?
Come on. Did you think you could get away with it more because it was a cop?
Well, especially since nobody knows. And you can get away with it more. Let's not pretend like all he had to do was say, my dad is so-and-so, and then they call him. And unless he gets in like bigger trouble, which it seems as though he was getting into bigger trouble, the older he got, the bigger the trouble seemed to be.
But the people in the neighborhood knew Jamie was a cop. They couldn't keep that secret. Quick might not know.
Don't you gotta drive the car home, or he never drove the car home? Like, I know where the cops live in my neighborhood.
They knew. Quick just didn't know, because Quick ain't his real friend.
We're not friends like that.
They have a friendship, not
the D.
Yeah. So he lets Quick know, the kids is he's having a going away party for Jason. Jason is getting ready to go to Doors, and they gonna throw this nice little party for him.
I just love Jason.
Yeah. So Raina's talking about it too, and she goes over the invitation list, who all is coming, and she's saying the Samuels is invited. Look, Samuels is not taken, so let's stop.
You know they're not coming. You know they're not coming. They may have come had there not been film
I
crew.
feel like, what's my name, Carlos? Did you make them add this in? Like just to end the little Samuels
Make
thing?
it seem like you thought maybe, probably.
Yeah.
Because the rating was the only one saying that stupid stuff.
So
there wasn't no RSVP. Y'all are like fancy pants people. Like you ain't have no RSVP, because what probably happened is if we're friends for real, then I'll send you a gift, but I'm not coming because I'm not filming.
Right. So she tell Ashley that little Jamie and his dad is not speaking. He's 26. He ain't working. So what had happened was, I guess he got set up for this job interview. I'm assuming Jamie is the one who set him up. So they did a background check on him. He ended up losing the job because all this shit then came up in his background. Okay.
Every job does a background check. Every job does a background check. You need to go find him a job with one of your homeboys somewhere. And you was trying to get him a job at the hospital?
Security.
Why? Why is he doing security?
That's what he said. So I guess they normally go back 2 years or something. They went back 5. Something. I don't know, child.
You can't be no criminal being security.
Yeah, you can. That's what most of the criminals are doing.
Not the breaking and the entering and the robbing, and they do the security.
Well, he was 15 when he did that, so they ain't on his record. They can't put that on the record. But yeah, they all get out and they go do security. So that's usually the job you can get.
Well, security and the COs, the correction officers, be scandalous.
Yeah, so that's usually the job. That's the go-to job. Honestly, that should have worked
But
out.
they be having clean records though.
No, they don't. No, they don't. We used to get
Oh,
all.
I mean, you would know. I would
Yeah.
assume like, so.
Yeah, you know, certain jobs we had to get for a lot of kids and stuff. Look, yeah, no, they don't. But this job, I don't know where the security job was, but this security place wasn't doing it. So maybe it was something that was armed security. I don't know. So what had happened was, mail came for little Jamie. Jamie opened it because they got the same name, probably just said Jamie, whatever. And it was a speeding ticket. So Jamie called little Jamie and was like, you got this bill, you better pay it. You know what I'm saying? He said, well, I ain't got no job. I ain't got no money. Can you pay it? And Jamie like, who the hell do that? It ain't my ticket. I wasn't out there speeding. So he got attitude. And he started telling them, you know, basically y'all ain't did nothing for me. And that's why he don't come home now, because his girlfriend holding him down. He's spoiled. Let me see, your parents, your girlfriend. What you doing, little Jamie?
26.
Yeah, you ain't no baby no more. So
but I mean, okay, so I feel like it takes some people longer than it takes others to figure out what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I have watched my kids. Kylie is just now on her journey. Tony been on his journey, and he found something that he likes to do, right? Even with what's his name, Jason, the younger one? Even with Jason, it seems like they took so long to get him in this program. Like, he almost missed the deadline to be in the program. It seems like Jamie and Arena are holding their kids back from doing things.
You think so? I think Jamie's problem is Jamie is cute.
Little Jamie looks just like his daddy, and he's been getting away with shit just on GP.
Cause he's cute.
But that don't last forever. Like
And well, it's
26,
lasting right now. That's why he ain't doing nothing.
26, that starts being the deadline. That starts like I'm noticing like he getting a little thin up here. Them dreadlocks ain't gonna be
Let me
hanging
tell you
on.
something. It don't matter. And this is what's wrong. I was having this conversation with my cousin about her son. And I was like, the thing of it is, he's cute. And because he's cute, there's always going to be a chick out there just happy to have this cute little boy or young boy or whatever. Just
You
so
think
happy
I don't know
because he's
that? Like I've
handsome.
watched it. I've watched my own child, like, and that's the
And
first
he's
thing
and
people
it's
say.
always going to be
Even
somebody
like
there.
even like with the job, like he's a bartender, he likes that industry. He just, recently, newly into it, I would say the last 5 years, but he went from doing something completely different into the restaurant, straight behind the bar. They just handing it to him just because,
Just because he's cute. And I
yeah.
told her, I said, there's always going to be a female willing to take care of him because he's cute. And it's, I mean, you can't blame nobody but the females. He was probably the cutest little boy, and he got away with everything when he was a kid. He's a cute little dude, and there's always gonna be a chick that's gonna be like,
I
oh,
don't think that has to be necessarily somebody being cute. Me and my client had that very same conversation, and I said the same thing. It's always gonna be a chick out there willing to have a nigga move in but take care of him though.
yeah, that's what they doing. And because he cute, for every one that ugly one guy, he got 10 that'll do it.
Well, ladies, that's on y'all. Now I'm down with the let's get this thing together and we gonna hustle this thing together, but I'm not taking care of no damn body.
And Jamie said that girl is holding him down, making sure he eat every day. Jamie ain't bringing nothing to the table. Nothing. So we got a new couple, Joy and Clifton. They met on Ready
now,
to Love.
You don't watch Ready to Love, but I watch Ready to Love. And Joy and Clifton were the fan favorites over there. Like they met in the beginning and it was a love story that we all watched and we were into it until we got to the end and we saw that Joy got some bitch in her.
Well, they look like a cute couple.
Yeah, they were, if you watch Ready to Love, then you're gonna enjoy seeing what's gonna happen.
Well, I ain't gonna watch it. So next.
No, I'm saying if you watched it, and you watched that season with them, then you it's like we get to see what happened afterwards.
Yeah. So he's an entrepreneur. He got this beard oil. And she's a singer who used to live in Mexico. And now, I guess when they got together, they was living in his home. Now they bought a home together. So they're getting ready to move into their home. And they did look like they was on this little island somewhere. That house, that was a big ass house. That looked like the vice president house, child.
But I mean, Joy's career in Mexico was she was making money over there and living over there 6 months out of the year. Like after they were the fan favorite Ready to Love couple, everybody's trying to figure out so how is that gonna work? Because you live in Mexico 6 months out the year and then he's here. So, but I also think Joy is in her 40s. If you want to be in a relationship, at some point you can't be living 6 months out of the country. You're gonna have to.
Well, she here now. They bought a house, so she here.
Yeah.
So she's a bonus mom. He has 2 kids, 18 and 4. With a 4-year-old mom.
I don't know, child.
How long ago was she on Ready to Love?
We've been asking since he decided he was ready to love.
Y'all been asking that?
Yeah, because the child was 3 then. This is a year later.
Okay. That's all I'm gonna say. How long ago was the show? So it was just a year ago. Okay. Well, then it didn't work out because he was Joy.
But I mean, he had 18 years between his kids. Well, what? 14 years between his kids. So you know, who knows how serious that actually was. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like a back-to-back thing. He had a kid, and then all these years later, he fell into something and it didn't turn out to be anything. I don't remember if he was married to that person or not, but I don't think so.
Well, she said she understands that him and his kids were a package deal, so we'll see how that work out.
I think when you get to a certain age, you should expect that somebody gonna have kids.
She don't seem like she got a problem with it.
She can't. She's in her 40s. Everybody she gonna end up with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At
Well,
this age.
she seemed cool. Child, we done met Angela. This is Ashley's former live-in nanny and her now assistant. She's helping her now that she got her book and her podcast. I'm like, dude, I don't know. I don't know. That don't seem like you that damn busy that you need assistant for a book and that's already written in the podcast. Okay, but whatever. Quit say he like Angela. He's glad she's back there to help because he ain't around. But he don't feel like his son Antonio may be excited because he don't want nobody telling him what he needs to do. And then so him and Ashley get into this whole argument about her waking up Antonio for school and Antonio need to be doing it on his own. And with all of that, I'm just like, you ain't there. So you really don't even have a say so.
No.
What happens? If you don't like it, then be there and do something with your
Handle
son.
it. And then the solution of missed school for a couple of times, I was like, is that really the solution? I don't know.
Yeah, stop it.
My daughter is older than that. I gotta bang on her door every day. I bang
you have
on her
to
door.
do all kids like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come
like
on.
If I don't bang on her door, she just goes stay asleep. And what's the punishment in that? Then I'm punishing myself. Because now I gotta rush around making sure things are done. So
I mean, what's she supposed to do? Lay in the bed? You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he's not the only kid.
She's the house manager. That's part of her job. He's
not their only kid, and he's not their youngest kid. So I'm getting him up while I go get the other kids up ready for school. What's wrong with Quick?
My mother used to wake me up, and I have an internal alarm clock. I don't even need anybody to wake me up, but you know, you'd be like, I'm gonna lay here, and if she don't say nothing, I'm gonna say nothing. Right. That's how my attitude was. And she would come in the room, open the blinds, boom, and wake your ass up, and that's it.
Child, he don't know. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't trying to help either. So I need you to just keep that to yourself.
Sounds familiar. Niggas just be barking out orders as if they really participating.
Right. And then he want to talk about, well, I talked to Jamie and little Jamie doing this. And she was like, that's your problem. You think you trying to be harder on Antonio because of stuff you hearing about little Jamie. Little Jamie been bad as hell since he was a little kid. Little Jamie been breaking in the shit. So don't come in here putting this shit on my son because of what little Jamie did. Him and little Jamie is two totally different people. Get off of it. And then at that point,
it really sounds like because Jamie, he ain't been hurting for no money. You know what I'm saying? He's not a poor kid. It sounds like he just got out here, you know, in these streets with
they say he entitled.
Cool.
They say he entitled. So like you said, he's always had everything. And he act like it.
He acts like it.
Yeah. Well, you know, he was done with that conversation because he had to do what? Rush off and go to work. Okay.
What is Jamie gonna do if you cut him off? Like, that's the only way he's gonna know.
That's what they're gonna have to do.
Let that girl take care of him.
But everybody's gonna have to cut him off.
It's hard for a mother. Trust me, I know. I've been there where you're like, because I didn't have no father at home to help me with those decisions. I had to like cut the ties. Girls are not like that. Girls be ready to. Kylie, I came home and she had moved over with her friend. Like she was just one bag at a time. You know what I'm saying? Moving to be independent. It's different with girls than with boys. Boys got to get kicked out. They're just staying.
It seemed like her girl got it together. It seemed like she went to college and took care of her business. So we had not little Jason's. We had Jason's party at the penthouse. Nice penthouse. It was nice over her friend penthouse overlooking the water and everything. Raina came out fly as always. You know what I'm saying? Jamie and Jamie and Jason that showed up and they all black. They all look fly like usual. They like the perfect looking family.
They're a good looking family.
Yeah. Jason came in, he was hype as hell. You know, little Jamie, he wasn't there. But, you know, like he said, last communication I had with him, he was tripping out over that speeding ticket. So, and the sister, they was having a conversation about little Jamie with the sister, and the little sister was like, shit, y'all done babied him his whole damn life. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, is that, and the other part is dad's delivery. Yeah, because dad gets to yelling. He gets to, because and it makes sense. He's a cop. So he has that do what I say mentality. I bet you Jamie was
he could say the same thing. He could say the same thing without all of that. He could say the same thing with like, I don't know, son, what you gonna do?
He ain't got that. Oh, I bet you he was a mess out there on that force. Ooh wee, baby. That temper he got on him, he was a mess. That's why he don't want to talk about it. Because he was cutting up.
And that's why Raina is so meek.
Yeah. So Joy Clifton is there. So Raina said, I think she said she met them on social media. But they've been hanging out, you know, as a couple since they've been together. And Joy is also a good friend of Ashley. I was like, friend or friendly? Friend with a D or friendship?
It ain't good. Ashley don't have no friends.
She don't have friends. So Joy, they sitting around talking, and Joy told them that she's going to this event in Atlanta where she's going to be talking to the single ladies about being ready to love, hence her show, Ready to Love. So Ashley and her friend, some chick that's her co-host, instantly jump on it. You're not a single mom. Why are you talking to single moms about that? And she's like, it's an event for single moms and they invited me to the event. Yeah, but Ashley, I just wouldn't feel comfortable talking
to single moms. I never once heard her say that she was going to talk to single moms about being a single mom. She's from the Ready to Love people. They asked her to come.
She said the other girl, it's different. It's different when you're a single mom, you're ready to love because you have to worry about this and that. Here's the thing, y'all.
Ashley, you are a single mom.
Girl, you are. Okay. Here's the thing. They invited her. She didn't go to them. They had an event and they invited this girl. Sound like y'all jealous. Sound like y'all jealous because this girl is getting gigs and ain't nobody trying to listen to y'all little corny podcasts.
I mean, and at the end of the day, I feel like those kind of things are okay. So it's a forum where women are speaking about falling in love. Joy is a person who's going into a relationship with a man who has children, and she's talking to single moms. I feel like there's information that can be shared both ways. Mm-hmm. You know, nobody said Joy was going to tell single mothers how to raise their children or anything like that.
Just because it's a single mom event, don't mean everything there is about single parenthood. It could be an event for single moms to get out and have a damn good time.
Get out and go do something. And
nobody said it had to be about that.
Yeah, like, I'm with you. They're haters. But I like that Joy is not a punk. So Ashley.
No, she's not. That's what it looks like.
And she ain't going to be like Winter on the blood of Jesus and all of that fake shit she be doing. So I think this one's going to be different.
So little Jamie done showed up. So they was like, oh, okay, little Jamie here. I'm glad he came. I'm glad he came for his brother though.
For his brother, right.
So they revealed the texture picture that the guy did of Jason, and Jason could touch the picture and stuff. So that was nice. That was dope. Raina do the speech, you know. They've been waiting. Well, he's gonna be gone for 9 months, and you know they've been waiting on 2 years for him to get in this program. And, she's just talking about him being on his own. She's crying, dad's crying, everyone is emotional. Even little Jamie
Everybody
came
but
in there.
Jason is ready to pack his bag and get the
Jason
hell
like,
out. He
"Look."
is ready to
Right,
go.
right. Even little Jamie
I
said,
can't help but think about Sonya because you'd be like, I don't know where she's at. She's always gone.
she's gone. She's
living
gone.
her best life.
Yeah. So towards the end of the party, Jamie pulls little Jamie out, and they have a side confrontation, because it was a confrontation about the text. Okay. And then they fussing about him and that money, about him. Jamie don't understand why he just couldn't give him the money for the speeding ticket. But then, little Jamie. But then Jamie was like, I give you $100 every Friday.
Why though?
Dude.
That's what I'm saying. Why though?
Right.
Why?
I was like, yo, you giving him what? He said I could have just went to
I
Granny.
remember a time. First of all, my son never asked me for money. It would have to be really bad if he asked me for money. But there was a time where I know he was like between jobs, and this is some years back, when he was struggling, like Jamie's age, trying to figure things out. And I would go to his house with groceries because he was okay with, you know what I'm saying? I would go by the grocery store and just take him a little care package because I didn't want him out here, you know what I'm saying, with no food. I never gave him money. You giving him $100 a week? What incentive does he have to go to a job? He lived with his girl. He got a little pocket money.
He got money on the side, right? Well, he said I could have went to Granny. He could have went to Granny. Granny would have gave it to him. Granny gave me everything. That's what he said. So how much he get from? He getting this from you. He getting that from Granny. Arena probably slipping him money too. Yep. And then he was just like, we were just the other day, we was cool and laughing and talking. That's weird. This make it weird, fool. And he was like, oh, I'm a fool. So them two, they get into it. He started praising his girl. That's why she makes sure I eat every day. That's why I'm over there with them. And then they get into the whole thing about him not getting a security job. He said, you just mad I ain't get the job. And he was like, I don't even want to do security. And he was like, you don't have nothing. I was like, Jamie snapped. He snapped right there. Dude, you ain't got nothing.
What do you want to do though? So then what do you want to do? You don't want to do security, and what do you want to do? Because you can't do nothing. And I'm not paying you $100 a week to do nothing.
Yeah, so quit paying him $100.
You want some money, you gonna come cut my grass and do something. Like you gonna make it like
Yeah.
You want to be my landscaper? We can make it, worth the while. I'm gonna need some cars washed. I'm gonna need some grass cut. You gonna do something. I'm not just giving you money for no reason.
Well, he get mad.
I pay the ticket, but you gonna work for it.
Well, he get mad and he leave. And then later on, we see look like the producers talking to little Jamie in the hallway. Little Jamie come out and he end up snapping the hell out because he like, oh, you gonna embarrass me in front of everybody? You sitting out here crying and everything. So that's how the episode ended.
Jamie, what the hell are you crying for?
I don't know, because that's how he get his way. That's how he get his way. That's what he been doing. So coming up this season, we see a new girl, Sherelle, who's supposed to be Ashley's friend. Don't know her. They still both, Ashley and Raina, beefing with Winter. Then we got Raina and Ashley beefing. And then we got Joy and Ashley beefing.
Winter's in the studio making a song called Gutter Barbie.
Yeah, she won't beef. She won't beef.
But she's this great Christian woman. See,
child.
That's why I like her.
Well, they beefing with her, but Ashley look like she the one beefing with everybody. Ashley beefing with Winter, Ashley beefing with Raina, Ashley beefing with Joy. Child.
Because Ashley wants to be the queen, and everybody's like, you don't run this shit, though. That's not what it is. Did Ashley think that when Monique is gone and she gonna step up and be, nobody.
Yeah, because Carlos told her she was the real queen of the show.
You better go home and take care of them damn children while your husband ain't there. You talking about what somebody else ain't getting. Your ass ain't getting no D either. That's why you're so cranky. Because you're married to a little snicker.
All right.
So you ain't even probably getting a D when the D be at the house.
Okay then. And on that note, y'all go ahead, like this video, smash that thumbs up button, and we will see you guys on the next one.
Bye, y'all.